everyone, this is Lauren Ratcliffe, and for those of you that don't know me, I am diagnosed on the autism spectrum, and I was diagnosed at a time when it was poorly understood. I'm 44 years old, and I make videos on here about my experiences with autism. And today, in this video, I'm going to talk about something that I've never talked about before in any of my videos that I'm aware of, and that is my experiences with Halloween activities growing up. So the title of this video is going to be Halloween Fun. Now, I'm 44 years old, and I was born in 1981, and I have to tell you, I had some really interesting experiences with trick-or-treating and Halloween in my growing up years. When I was a child back in the 80s and all through the 90s, I did my best to go trick-or-treating every chance that we could go. That I'm aware of, all of my costumes came from our local Kmart store. And some of them were plastic, and plastic costumes with these, what they call the false faces, were popular for Halloween costumes back in the 1980s and early part of the 90s when I was growing up. Also, these monster masks that people would wear over their heads were extremely popular, as well as dressing up as a witch for Halloween for girls. I always loved dressing up as a witch for Halloween. That was always my favorite thing to dress up as, and it still is, because it's kind of girly feeling, because I'm a girly girl. And when we would go trick-or-treating, my mom and dad always took me and my sister to my grandparents' house, which is my mom's mom. She always made gobs of candy and had tons of trick-or-treaters for Halloween at her place. And we also went to her neighbor's house, and just the few of her brothers and sisters that live nearby, and it was only like 4 or 5 or 6 maybe houses of theirs, excluding her house. And we always came back with tons of candy. And in the 80s, kids carried around these plastic pumpkin things that they would put candy in. And we got so much candy that there was no way that we could stuff it in those plastic pumpkin things. We always had a big brown bag full of candy that would last us for like 2 months. But it was good. Now, for me personally, when it comes to Halloween, I never had any of the sensory issues pertaining to wearing a costume, or the ones that would cause extreme fearfulness of Halloween decorations. See, some young people are afraid of Halloween decorations. I never was. I actually thought they were kind of cool, believe it or not. As I got older, I started liking to go to haunted houses. I kind of thought that they were interesting. We have one just a few miles up the road from us, and it's nice, and it has 4 attractions in it, and the lines for it can get really long. And it's open every weekend from the end of September through all of October. And I've gone there several times. And in our area, we also have some other interesting Halloween attractions. We have a farm, like these people that own this produce place. They have like a little maze there, and it's really cute. So I would strongly suggest this for Halloween. If you want to go enjoy the Halloween activities, go do it. Save up money for the ones that are really expensive and try to look for fun and cheap Halloween activities, because there is plenty of them around. And as for the age limits of trick-or-treating, don't let that get you down. If you want to go trick-or-treating, cool. And you know what? As I've gotten older, I like to go watch other people trick-or-treat. I go to our local trunk-or-treats. Now we have trunk-or-treats, and it's fun to pass out candy and just look at people's costumes and go dress up if you want to. Back in the 90s, there was this thing that they were making age limits for kids to go trick-or-treating. Like, nobody over the age of 12 was allowed to go trick-or-treating because of stuff that some of these kids did. I don't feel like that should be an issue. If you want to go trick-or-treating, go do it. So, in conclusion, guys, I'm going to encourage you to enjoy your Halloween activities and fun that are not only fun, but also cheap, too. Alright, thank you, bye.